back at it again. I have the new hinges for the bed platform fold out, and I also have new screws for those hinges for the support fold outs. So we're going to get back started again with that and see if we can get the supports built. Alright, so support fold out part one. Gotta get the back seat because I broke my handle the other day on the seat. Alright, and we're gonna fold this seat. Support fold outs. First part is done. So fold the seat down. Boom. And these are your support fold outs. No, they're not perfect yet, but once you add weight to it, I think it'll be fine. I need to probably bend them just a little bit. I did use like door frame hinges. For one, to get a little bit of gapping, but for two, so that was a little bit sturdier and a little bit more flexible to bend and stuff, instead of using like the piano hinges where they're going to be a little bit of a tighter tolerance. I do have to be able to lift it over the seat and stuff at times. So that is that. Now there is supposed to be a support board that's supposed to mount across here. There's two of these fold outs. Demonstrate. Now this one, for some reason, is getting caught. So now this one is getting caught. There we go. I need to turn that up just a little bit. So this is what I currently have here. Now the goal was for it to sit like this and then have a cross member there. My concern is about that space there, if that's going to be sturdy enough. But I think if this closes up enough, and then the rest of the bed's going to rest up on here. I need to see if I can fit that last board because I feel like I really need it. But because the hinges, it's also gapping a little bit more than I originally anticipated. So there's not actually enough space on the back side here. This actually sticks up further than the bed platform against the seat. So I don't know if there's enough space to fit another board, let alone the gapping from the fold out hinges. So, but that folds up pretty nicely. I mean, it compacts down, and I can still put seats back up, no problem. So next things next, I'm going to try and fit that board in there and fold it up and see how that works out. Not the most beautiful drill or hinge job. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do this in the truck, but seat folds up, got the last board on there. So we officially have the full support system out here. So this is it closed up. Once again, seats fold up. I got the trunk closed, so boom, bada bang, bada boom. Lock down the seat. See if I can do this one-handed. So it is a little rough because there's boards haven't really been sanded down yet or anything. You gotta kind of lift up on it, and then this all folds out like so. And that is adjustable to whoever it needs to be. And yeah, so next up is actually laying down the sleeping platforms. So only concern I have is that side over there is a little bit low. I feel like the bed's gonna probably sink a bit once it actually sets in, but I'm hoping that's not gonna be an issue, or like the bed's gonna lean over on one side or something like that, or it's gonna be too far for the hinges to drop. So might have to adjust that one by moving the hinge up just a hair. Yeah, so that should work pretty good. Only other thing I can think of maybe doing is maybe just adding like a support here, but honestly I really think that's going to be enough. Now this isn't like the most stable thing ever, but it is pretty good. And the seats are also super uneven, so I mean, like, you got low spots and high spots. The plastic right there is a little bit higher, in between the seats is a little lower. I think that seat actually sits up a little bit higher. So what I'm gonna do really quick is I'm gonna get the actual bed supports, and I'm gonna mock those up really quick just so you can kind of see size wise how this looks, and so I get a good idea of fitment and everything. So yeah, pretty excited. All right, so this is everything laid out, and that is our sleeping platform. Still got to install the hinges, and but at the end still looks like we got about an inch, inch of space maybe to play with here, which is going to be okay because I think those hinges might give us a little bit of a gap. Support wise, the seats are a little less supportive than I had hoped. So this fold out might actually go up a little bit further, but once you kind of get to the edge here, not really much holding on. Those seats kind of drop a little bit. So yeah, so that is that. That could be an easy fix. It might just be as simple as getting something to set on either the armrest, or if I have to, make another leg or something that goes here that folds out somewhere, or that stores somewhere that'd be easy to use. That's kind of that right now. So I'm gonna work on probably installing these hinges and doing the fold up process. Now for the fold up, this is going to collapse. This one's going to fold up like so, and this one's going to accordion in this way. So as I fold it up, it should all collapse in together, and yeah, it should be pretty good. So I guess I should probably install that one first, the bottom one, so I don't need them in the truck for that. Yeah, so I'm gonna figure out this support part, because you can see right here that gapping right there, and I don't think that's gonna be good. So yeah, a little bit at a time. Here we go. All right, so new hinges are installed on sleeping platform. Clipboard right there is just there as a support, so I can drill it down. Wouldn't be seating down. Yeah, so this is the bed size. It's supposed to be like 75 inches, I think, total. But for fold up, probably gonna have the wife come out, but I'm gonna accordion up that way. Actually a lot lighter than I thought. And you got the supports down there. I might play around with the support thing a little bit. I actually might cut that backboard so I can V it in and have these come out a little bit more. I'm not entirely sure yet. I want to see how it supports as is. But dang it, man. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. So next is going to be the weight test and see how she holds up. So good stuff. Yep. Literally always something. Folded back perfect until that point. Only because they have little stick out things for the luggage cover. And that's it. Plus side, once again, not bolting this down, as easy as sliding it back, and boom, and that will actually help to lock it down. So if I hit a really good bump or something, that's going to stop it from moving or going anywhere. So it's just going to be a little bit mobile. So I'm going to have to slide it forward to do the bed fold out, and slide it back in order to fold it back in, which is not a big deal. There's really not any way around that, I don't think. So that'll also help keep the mattress locked down, I'll think. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah. All right, so back out. It is officially Saturday. Just got finished up with a kayak tour, and now going to work on this bad boy some more. So today goal is this hinge for the support. I'm going to move it up. You see the gap right there, that almost probably 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch, some change. It's just too low, so my goal is to move it up probably about here. So I'm going to undo this hinge here, probably drill it maybe 1/4 inch higher, and see how that goes in hopes, because the problem is that it's laying down on here and it's making it really hard to drag to and fro on the carpet. It's actually pulling the carpet up here. So that's goal 1 for today. Goal 2 is to finish out measuring the drawers, cut out the drawers, and hopefully get them mounted today. Kind of see how that goes, and then pull the whole thing out, get it disassembled, and I got all the stuff for sanding it down and getting it refinished with polyceramic, I don't know, with the coating. I'll share the coating in a minute, but that's kind of the goal for today. So yep, so pretty good sized drawers. First slide is installed. So these are 24-inch slides. They are the soft close slides. Decided to do those in case we have anything heavy in the drawers. I think there's a 100-pound weight limit. I don't think we're gonna ever really exceed that. So I don't plan on putting coolers or anything on these like some of the 500-pound or 250-pound slides they normally use for this. Drawers are cut. A little bit of a tight fit. I'm gonna kind of see how that goes. I might have to make like some adjustments. We are planning on sanding, so I think we might be able to sand them to perfect. So that is what I'm working on currently. I think I'm going to do this one a 1/4-inch raise, and I think this one I'm going to do a 1/2-inch raise, and I might do flat on the ground on that one, just that way the screws don't collide together on the inside of that middle, because they're a little long. So that's where I'm at right now. Yeah, making progress, so feeling pretty good about it. Whew. All right, so it is getting ridiculously hot outside, so I'm gonna call it quits for right now. Probably hang out for a little bit inside in the AC, and probably come back out in a couple hours and try and finish up. So at this point in time, I'm almost completely done in terms of assembly. The drawers are done, a little bit more snug of a fit than I was anticipated. And drilling these together was a pain in the butt, but they work. They're sturdy, and they're missing the fronts because I ran out of 1/4-inch. Yeah, ran out of 1/2-inch. I ran out of 1/2-inch birch wood, so all I have left is 3/4, and the 3/4, I think one sitting here is going to be a little too thick to close the tailgate. If it is gonna close, I think it's just like barely closes. So I'm thinking of options to use for cabinet fronts, and right now I'm kind of just I'm brain dead on it. So I'm kind of at a point where I'm ready to just clean up and give myself a couple hours to breathe a little bit and come back with a fresh mind in a little bit. But everything so far is coming together. Like I said, the drawers were a pain in the butt. I'm trying to get them measured out and everything. They were a lot more of a pain in the butt than I anticipated for them to be. But they're about done. There's a few pieces on the drawers where I did not do a very good job drilling. This one doesn't show it. This one is really bad on the back. You can see where I had drill holes that just didn't go in straight and just like would not drill right. They just kept going up at an angle. So this whole back board you can see is kind of curved. I fixed all the screws so they're all actually set in there properly, but it just looks janky as all get out. But it works, and I'm not too worried about it. Form over function, or function over form. Function over form on this for me personally, and I mean honestly, once you pack the drawers full, you're never going to see it, so I'm not that worried about it. But everything closes up. The soft closed drawers I think were kind of pointless. I was hoping for like a better outcome because I think because of the tolerance that I have on these drawers, they're super duper tight in here. They kind of automatically soft close. I guess it kind of soft close. This one not so much, maybe. Yeah, that one kind of just stops. Oh well, it's good, it's fine. I'm not upset. It's almost done. By almost done, I mean it's almost ready to come back apart and get finished. Not excited about that. So what I'm gonna do tonight is I'm gonna try and finish the face of the drawers. That's my biggest goal for the end of the night. And then after that, I'm gonna probably start disassembling it. When I disassemble it, I'm gonna match it, so that way when it comes apart, I know exactly how it's going back together. I think I'm even going to mark like the drilled holes so I know which ones are and which ones are not. Like this one here is not an actual drilled hole, it's where it got messed up. This one is, so I'm going to mark all those so that way it's easier to kind of put together and call it a day. I think when I do finish this, I'm going to take the top plate off, take the drawers out, undrill the drawers, and I'm going to keep the side plates and probably the back plate on and take the supports out and redo those, and then just finish it the way it's sitting currently. I don't want to get through the process of actually fully disassembling it, and yeah, I don't know, we'll see exactly. I guess we'll see how it goes. Working on the drawer faces, or the fronts of the drawers. Not a huge fan of the turn on this. I really don't like the 3/4 sticking out way too far, but I'm out of 1/2 inch. So I think I'm gonna find something different. Also, the other thing too is splitting the drawers with the wood screws I'm using. So I'm really not a fan of this right now. Getting kind of frustrating. The other one actually split the shit out of the top corner of that drawer. I don't know if I'm just cutting too close or drilling too close. So this one's pretty much done and pretty stable. Not a fan of how uneven the gapping is and everything. So everything I measured out, I don't know what went wrong on here. I even leveled it out with a piece of 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch wood underneath it too and everything. And just I think all the drilling with the splitting and stuff. And you can see I had to re-drill like half of the freaking holes because it keeps just splitting the wood. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna redo these, or I'm gonna find some actual cabinet drawers or something other than this setup, because this is not working for me at all. I don't like it. So I do have some L brackets, so I might just try that instead. I might just recut the 3/4 inch plates and try that. I have no idea. I might do that really quick and see how that goes on this one, and then retry this one. But I mean, the drawers are about done, pretty sizable. First time doing drawers, and I will say drawers are not my cup of tea. I mean, they work, but they are not by any means pretty or perfect in any way, shape, or form. Like this, the tolerance on this is tight. So like this board is not straight. I don't know. You can see how messy or sloppy that is. My woodworking skills aren't perfect. It's a learning progress. And one day I might go in and redo these drawers or something, but they're working right now. I don't know how long that's gonna last. I mean, look at this, how bad that's splitting. So I don't know if I just got a shitty batch of birch wood or if I just suck. I don't know. But if I do the L brackets, that should hold it all together and stuff. I don't really know. So gonna recut this one and see how that works with an L bracket, and just go from there. So that's my game plan right now.